Here is my definition of spirituality. Again, if it's useful, please take it. If it's not, you're welcome to leave it behind. But having given this a lot of thought and looked up a whole lot of definitions on the internet and found many in books, and they were usually too long and unwieldy, this is what I've come up with. That spirituality is an innate human need. That means every one of us is born spiritual, all right? So it's an innate human need to connect with something larger than ourselves, whatever you call that, whatever that larger than you is. It's an innate human need to be connected with that. This would be supported by the work of Abraham Maslow, if you're familiar with Maslow. His last book, The Farther Reaches of Human Nature, described healthy adults and what he discovered about healthy adults, and that the ultimate state of healthy adults was a sense of self-transcendence and being of service to others. There is this drive within us as we work through our developmental stages to somehow be of service to other people for some noble purpose. Now, spirituality has two aspects to it, and this I owe a thanks to the International Spirit at Work Award Selection Committee, because when we were selecting companies to receive this honor of being a Spirit at Work Award company, we had to define what we meant by spiritual. We were looking for companies that were explicitly spiritual, and we had to say, what do we mean by that? So the definition we came up with after much conversation included these two pieces. It has to be explicitly vertical and explicitly horizontal. The vertical is being connected to the sacred, whatever language you have for that. We don't care what the language is, but it has to be significant, clear, vertical connection. And the horizontal connection is being of service to each other and to the planet. Either one wasn't enough. We needed to see both in order for a company to get the award. Now, Houston Smith, the most famous professor of world religions in the United States, who's done a wonderful PBS series with Bill Moyers, if you like studying world religions, uses this metaphor from the East when he's explaining the difference between spirituality and religion. He says, if you think of the divine as the moon, right? So wherever we're trying to get to is the moon, right? Then religions are like fingers pointing the way to the moon. Right? Now, when we make a god out of the finger is when we can get in trouble. Does that make sense? Right. So when we start worshiping the path, instead of worshiping where the path is taking us to, is where we're getting our spirituality and our religion confused.